First step of making your futon assembly easy is pulling all your hardware out and making a list of it to make sure you have it all. Inside your hardware kit you'll see there are two tools, two different sizes of hex or Allen key. You will also need a Phillips head screwdriver for a few screws and to make sure that your cross dowel fittings go into the wood parts in the right direction. Additionally, you will require a Phillips head screwdriver, which is the cross pattern of head. Step 2, check to make sure you have all your wooden pieces for your wood futon frame, which will consist of one box containing 2 arms and 4 other pieces, a seat platform, a back platform, and 2 stretcher rails. Step 3, take one of the bolts and clear the holes in the rails of any loose wood debris that may have been left when the holes were created. The next step is to take your rails, put in the cross dowels, and make sure they are turned the right direction so that your bolt can enter from this end. Now that all the cross dowels have been inserted, simply take your bolt, insert it into the end, and just check to make sure that it lines up nice and smoothly. This will just make your assembly go a lot easier and with less stress. And on that one, it was a little snug, so I'm just going to turn this around, face the cross dowel a different direction, and retry it just to make sure it goes Now that you've checked that all your cross dowels are functioning correctly, take one of your arms and start by taking a cross rail and attaching it to the arms with a pin. Just twist it with your finger. You don't need to use a tool just yet because you want to keep it loose. And as you can see, the bolts are only in just a little bit to make sure they're catching. Then add your second arm. Now take your seat and back platform, lay them on the ground upside down. The longer pieces that are sticking out are attached to the back platform. Those pieces will attach to the seat. And have a look at the seat platform, and you want to find 2 small holes that will be towards one edge. These are pilot holes for a part called wedges that will be added on at the end. You want those to be away from the back platform. Now, to attach the seat and back platform, you'll need to take the bushing, which is that piece, and put it through the side of the back platform. If it's a little snug, make sure you're lined up and use a hammer just to lightly tap it through. Take your small nut, insert it into the bushing, and screw it together tightly. You'll find there are 2 sizes of hex key, one for each head, to tighten it up. You'll notice that it'll only tighten so far, and this is to allow the seat and the back platform to move independently without the bolt coming loose. Once you've assembled your seat to your back platform, flip it back over so it's the right side up. Then make sure that the arms that you've already attached to the rails are tilted outwards on both sides, This will make it easier to put your back and seat platform between the two. Before you put them in, you'll need to insert the roller dowels into these side bushings already attached to the frame. And there's 2 on each side. With the arms flared out, now take your seat and back deck with an extra person, move it between the arms, gently rest them down on the rails, and line up the rollers with the grooves in the arm. Go to the other side and repeat the process. Then take your Allen key and go around the frame and tighten up all the bolts around the frame. You'll find there are 2 bolts at the front and the back of each arm. Once you've tightened up all your bolts around your arms, you'll then want to attach the safety wedges, which can be white or black and come with 2 small screws. There will be 1 for each side of the frame, and you'll notice the pilot holes that we pointed out earlier on the bottom of your frame. You'll find that most wedges will have a little nib on the end, and the pilot hole might be a little bit tight, but just give it a hard push or tap it with the end of your screwdriver to get it in. Finished assembling the frame, take your cover, unzip it completely, fold the flap over the edge, and you'll place your mattress inside. Make sure all the corners are lined up. Come around the edges. You can then pull the flap back over. You can shake it out to even it out a little bit better. Then simply flip your mattress over to show your pattern side of choice. Lift up your frame, and at the same time put your hand in the middle where you want it to be creased, and the mattress will fold over your hand. And there you have your futon frame. Your futon might be larger than this, but they all go together the same way. For chairs and love seats, there is a final piece to attach, and that is your swing-away ottoman. Once you've unpackaged that, you'll find the main piece, as well as 3 pieces of wood and 4 bolts. You'll need to attach these smaller pieces of wood to the larger piece. You'll notice there are little T-nut inserts already in the wood. Those need to be on the opposite side of where the bolt will enter. So flip that piece over, take your small stick, place it over the hole, and have a look on the small stick. You'll also see another one of these T-nuts right there. Make sure it's pointing towards the middle of the stick. Now you can attach your bolts Once you've done up both sides of the 3 sticks, you'll need to remove the mattress on the frame to access the bottom of the seat where it will attach. Lift your seat up, and you'll notice underneath a groove. This is where the sticks will rest eventually. Now that you've assembled your 3 sticks, place it in front of the ottoman, in front of your chair, as shown. You'll want to lift the ottoman up so that you can line up the holes along the side with the side of the frame. Just simply put the pin in that you have to hold it in place. Now take the support sticks, place it underneath, making sure that the T-nuts that we pointed out earlier are facing towards you. Now that you've attached the ottoman to the seat and the small sticks, make sure the small sticks can move freely as they do operate by gravity. Now you're ready to put your mattress back on and set it up as a chair. Now that you've put your cushions back on, if you want to convert this into a chair or a love seat, simply remove your foot cushion, fold the front legs of the ottoman under, and they'll velcro to the bottom of the ottoman, lift the seat of the chair straight up and down, and gently rest your ottoman on top of the little legs attached to the back of the seat. Pull it forward, and it'll bring the back up with it. Tuck your cover in, and then put your ottoman cushion in the back of the chair so it's completely out of the way.